Hi guys, Julie again. Today we're going to do our onion soup mix roast chicken meal. Not just a roast chicken, but the whole meal. This is a nice substitute, Thanksgiving substitute thing. On the left, we've got just regular roast chicken meal, which really the chicken is the only non-vegan thing. So we got substitutes going on. So first we're going to cube up our potatoes. And I like to use red potatoes. The yellow new potatoes are nice too. They just have a nice texture. Um, Toss in half an onion with those. And I like a rough chop of the garlic so they're really chunky. And got our olive oil and then some cold water in there. And 1 packet of onion soup mix in with your potato mixture. We make this a lot on holidays, especially Thanksgiving, because I don't know, it sort of ends up being this yummy potato, garlicky onion with its own homemade gravy kind of a mix in it in the end. And if you get the kosher onion soup mix, it's actually vegan. So that's a great dish if you've got vegan friends or you are vegan. Now we've on to the chicken and another packet of onion soup mix, half on one side, half on the other. You can add salt and pepper there if you want or not if you don't want. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It just depends on what we feel like, how much salt we've been eating, and if we feel like we don't really want any extra salt. So we put that 350 degrees covered for 80 minutes. Chickens we get are usually about 3 or 4 pounds, so that can vary. Use your meat thermometer. So then we had about 35 minutes for the potatoes and broccoli. It popped about halfway through. And so then I had to turn it off. I added just a little more cold water, waited 5 minutes, turned it back on, and the whole thing was done in 15 minutes. So here we've got our finished red potatoes. Look at that graviness to it. It's so delicious. I've always loved that. And then I've got these fancy forky things that I don't stab the meat because I don't want to let the juices all out. So I want to let that rest a few minutes. So I just kind of pick it up weirdly. So then you're going to take the juice and put it in your degreaser because, I don't like all that. I don't like all that grease. And then I use my water from my hot kettle, rinse the pan and put that water in there too. And now the juice is at the bottom, the fat floats to the top, the hole to the spout is at the bottom. So then it just pours out the juice and then you're going to stop before that grease reaches the bottom of the spout thingy. And you can just take your onion pieces and toss them in with your chicken juices for later. So we're at 172, minimum of 165 for chicken for that to be done. And so then I just kind of piece off the wings and legs and thighs, set those aside. And I like to just pull the whole breast off there, cut it against the grain. So much easier to do it this way than to try to cut it when it's, all on the bone. So that always works better for me. I pour some of the degreased juices over top of that, and it just makes it super juicy. You don't have any of that dry chicken breast in there. And then if you add some cranberry jelly to that, it just gives it that festive Thanksgiving feeling, which is my husband's very favorite meal of the year is Thanksgiving. So it's not a turkey, it's chicken, but it's delicious. So it just feels like a Thanksgiving dinner. So you can actually use the Quorn brand. I put an image in the beginning. The Quorn brand vegan chicken pieces. And you can use Yandu umami broth for the juice. So you can still make it vegan chicken pieces with vegan juices and use the kosher onion soup mix, which hasn't been processed in places where there was dairy. And you can actually make this meal to be a vegan meal, which has been a challenge for me in the past, where my family we didn't know what to do for a vegan. So, hope you like it. Thanks for watching.